There's so much to talk about. I think he's one of the most interesting people in rock and roll. So I'd like to introduce him to you right now. Five-finger death punch, Zoltan Bathory. Zoltan, what's going on?
Thank you.
Zoltan, the hair is looking fantastic today.
I'm just trying to fit it somehow into the picture here. I'm trying to cover the light. You know, I have a pineapple with a light behind me, so I'm just trying to help the video quality here. That's all.
It looks really great, and I would love to know how long you have had your dreads for when you started creating them.
It's 20 plus years. I didn't cut my hair since I was 14 years old.
Wow, and I did notice that the bass player, Chris Cale of Five Finger Death Punch, recently cut off his two dreads that were on his beard, and he shared a photo of it, but I haven't actually seen him without the dreads.
Yeah, so that's called April 1st.
It was fake?
It was April 1st, yeah.
That was
It
April
was?
1st.
I fell for it!
Yes.
Wait!
You posted on April 1st.
Everything is in question on April 1st.
Oh my God! Well, I didn't see it on April 1st. To be fair, I saw it like a day later, so maybe that's why I believed it. Wow, I'm so gullible.
Well, no, but you know,
you
didn't see it on April 1st, so you didn't, you know.
I gotta say, Zoltan, when I say you're one of the most interesting people in rock, I mean that. I mean, you know, besides all the championship things that you do with jiu-jitsu and judo and studying with the Gracies, but also the things that you do, philanthropy, and one of the coolest things is this Operation Rhino Shield. I'm gonna tell people about that.
Yes.
It's so cool. You guys literally go down. Can you explain that to people?
Yeah, so basically, basically what happens when these highly trained operators come back from various conflicts like war and and similar operations, they started this organization in Africa that is protecting wildlife. Basically, rhino poaching, elephant poaching is a massive a risk to the ecology of Africa and the economy as well, because tourism, you're not going to go to Africa if you can't see these creatures anymore, right? And also that poaching is financing a lot of terrorist organizations and human trafficking, and that's where the money comes from. A full-grown rhino horn is $500,000, so you can understand why these animals being, annihilated. And so they figured like, hey, this is a perfect opportunity to do something good, help Africa, help the continent, help still fight the same cause, fight human trafficking, fight, poaching, fight these ecological and economical disasters, right? And these operators now have a job that they actually enjoy because they're back in the wild, they're back in that, into the rush.
That's amazing. I just love the fact that you go out there yourself, Zoltan, and you actually get out there with those guys who are like, soldiers, special ops, black ops guys, special forces, and go out there and kick some serious ass and save some wildlife there. And I wonder, I've always wondered, Zoltan, because I know, I've known you since UPO, your first band when you played on my show, Farm Club. I knew you since then. I always wondered, would you actually be able to teach me and Josh or Katie how to do some of those Gracie moves? I mean, that's some badass stuff.
Absolutely.
Zoltan, you're so driven. I first met you, I want to say in Ivan 2006. You laid out that day, I met you in a New York office, you said, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Yes.
Our fans are going to be called the Knuckleheads. We're going to do that. It was on day, this guy laid out the entire blueprint of what Five Finger would be for the next 15 years. And you laid it out that day. Now, this summer, you guys are going on tour with Metallica.
Was it a conscious plan? Yes, sort of. Like, there was a dream, obviously, and there was an intent what we trying to do, and there was a definite plan that this is how this is what we're gonna do, and we executed the plan. And that was one part. The second is the steady growth that we were, going basically upwards and got to this point where, we were touring with our childhood heroes. It was the result of this that we planned. The business part of the music business, that's not so glamorous because, but you have to deal with that, right? And got us to the point where we can create and we can also put it in front of as many people as possible. And that led us here that now we're going to tour with our childhood heroes that, it was a little kid looking at this band and like, holy crap, you know. So
what a bill.
That's a pretty dream team
Yes,
right there.
it's going to be rocking. And thank
right.
you.
All right, Zoltan, thank you so much for stopping by the Power Hour. We super appreciate it. We'll hope to see you soon out on the road.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.